What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze here. We are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hope you're having a very good day today. So today, we have here the most difficult mission on Global, which of course is the special pose category against the Cell Max event. And this one here, the impossible, is done without the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. And this was incredibly difficult and also very RNG-like. So again, if you don't have the Gamma 1s or Gamma 2, this is going to be the team build in order to actually beat this mission, even without the easy LR Tech Ginyu, which we are getting in the next celebration. Now, this right here, really, there is a strategy to it, but it depends on your rotation. And the way you actually want to go ahead and actually beat this mission is your starting rotation. And the more important thing you need to bring here, because you guys can see I am bringing Cooler, and Cooler does actually not count as it says in the mission list that the friend does not count, so you can actually bring Cooler. Cooler, having him on turn 1 is actually really important, and the reason why is because when you actually get to the last phase of the Cell Max event, you want to make sure that number 1, you have your active skill, and then number 2, that he's also fully built up. Those two criteria for Cooler are going to be a huge game changer, because again, you do have a chance to actually nullify the super attack for Cell Max in the last phase. So this is why your starting rotation is actually really important. The reason why is because if you don't have Cooler in phase 1, then by the time you actually get to the Cell Max event in the last phase for the tech version, you will not be built up. And the reason why is because the other character, especially Angel Captain Ginyu, is just doing way too much damage in the event where you actually don't have enough time to actually stack up your stats. So again, you really want to make sure that you have Cooler on turn 1. As you guys can see here, that when I first started the video or the event here, if I didn't have Cooler on turn 1, I would actually stop and restart the event, because again, that is one of the keys to actually getting this done. Now, Angel Captain Ginyu is like really kind of like a double-edged sword, because yes, he does do a lot of damage, yes, he can do multiple super attacks, but the only issue is that he does not give you enough time to actually stack your defense. Now, I also brought here Jace as well, the free-to-play Jace, and the reason why is because he does provide extra support. Since Cooler does not have, big bad bosses, thirst for conquest, that's one of the main reasons why I decided to bring Jace. But if you don't have Jace, or if you don't like using Jace, then you can definitely bring Fizz Raccoon, but again, Raccoon is also going to be based on RNG if he has his guard ability or not. So I decided just to bring Jace because he's providing that extra support, so we can actually do more damage and also tank pretty well with the other characters. Now, your main rotations is, of course, that you want to have your Cooler with Jace Inverter. That's your primary rotation, and the reason why is because Cooler, as you guys know, gets the lion's share of his defense after he super attacks. So we want to make sure that we put Jace and Berta in slot number 1 against the Tech Cell Max event, because they do have here a 50% chance to dodge, and they're basically our number 2 best slot 1 character against this event, because the special pose category, unfortunately, I wouldn't say it's really their fault for the event. I feel like the real problem against the Cell Max event is that the item that they make you use is only a Sensu Bean. I feel like if you could bring a Whis, if you can maybe bring a Ghost Usher or even an Icarus, this would make the event 10 times easier. But again, the fact that you can only bring a Sensu Bean really actually hurts your, it's really what actually makes it difficult, because a Sensu Bean does nothing to like prepare you for damage. All it does is heal you, but does really nothing for damage, especially with the most difficult boss in Dokkan, with the most with the highest attack, super attack in the game, which is basically close to 2 million. So again, really what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're going to go into the cell in the last phase with Cooler fully built up, and you want to make sure that you're going to end this phase right about here, the Fizz stage for the Cell Max, with Angel Captain Ginyu. And the reason why is because, again, the strategy is to go into the last phase. Hopefully you have your second rotation be here Goldo with Angel Captain Ginyu, because again, Ginyu is also providing support to the entire rotation. That's going to be part of the Ginyu Force, and Raccoon and Goldo are definitely going to be a slot 1 character. Now, in this phase right about here, this is where the RNG is going to play a factor. Now, we got really lucky in this phase, where there's only one attack in the front. So, of course, we can go ahead and use Cooler, and Cooler can also cancel the enemy's action. So, right there in the front, that could have been a super attack, and we would have been completely fine. So this is your main strategies that you actually want to go ahead and use your active skill as quickly as possible to try eliminate the fact that you might get supered. And at this level right here, when Cooler is fully built up, he has to take care double digits from normals. As long as he gets about 2 or 3 super attacks, and the friend has to be at least at 79%, Cooler is going to be completely fine after he super attacks from the normals from Cell because, again, he's just building up that defense on his 12 key super. I also brought here the In Ginyu as well. In Ginyu is just really here for the type advantage, but also he can do some mean damage against the Cell Max event since we do have the category boost as well. And he can also tank a little bit okay against the Cell Max, but he's still taking like 100k per normal. Now you do definitely want to bring here your support memory for the Planetamic Saga, but the thing is that I decided not to use it because it's just costing me way too much of my points since this is like a very RNG run for this event. Now this, I will say that this is not going to be the real gameplay because unfortunately my iPhone for some odd reason only recorded the second half of the run, so I decided to re-record the first half, showing the strategy of how to actually go into this event and beating with this team build here. Now the main reason why we actually get this done is because on this turn right about here, Raccoon and Goldo need to dodge a super attack or the Cell Max does not super, and that's the only way you're going to actually beat this event because our HP is less than 600k, and if we get super, Raccoon and Goldo can definitely survive it, but the problem is that they take like 450k of damage on average, and our HP is going to be like probably 150 towards the end. So because of that, Agile, Captain Ginyu, and the Fizz Ginyu don't have enough defense to actually survive the multiple attacks coming from Cell Max. So again, the reason why we actually get this done is because Raccoon and Goldo in my original run actually dodged the super attack. So you will see a cut right about here where now the real gameplay for the second half actually is the run that we actually beat the event. So what basically happened, like I said before, is that Raccoon and Goldo did actually dodge a super attack, and now we're able to go back to this turn right about here where we're able to basically survive Cell Max. And again, this really is based on RNG, and the reason why, because it depends on the spread of the attacks where exactly Cell is attacking, because if he's attacking multiple times at the back, the Ginyu squad at the back, as you guys can see here, they don't tank that well. Even with support and all those links, they still take a lot of damage, especially if one of our leaders are a 170 lead. But you can see here that they do take 143k, which is completely fine. And this right here is where the gods decide to kind of bless us. Agile Captain Ginyu can take double digits, but he does need to stack quite a lot. So hopefully that your Ginyu is at 79%, because my Ginyu is at 79%. And he should, when he reaches the tech phase for the Cell Max event, he does triple supers, because each time he's doing a 12 key super, he is raising his defense. So we do get super. We do have the scouter here from Jace as well. So of course I put Raccoon and Goldo in the front, and then there you go. We do take care of 490k from a super attack. So like I said before, the real key is to actually dodge the super attack, or hopefully Cell does not super, because most of our HP, like a good 90% of our HP, is gone. Now because we have support with Jace, and because Captain Ginyu did actually triple super again on this phase, you will see here that we actually do take double digits, and the only way that we survive this is that Jace at the back has to dodge. Now my free to play Jace has full dodge. I give him full dodge because he's really just a support unit, and then this is the make it or break it, because we still have here a Sensu Bean, I believe, and we actually get the dodge. So that was really lucky. We do get locked in the middle, so we have no more Sensu Beans, but however, again, Jason Bird, their main role on this rotation is to be a slot 1 character, because what's his face here, Cooler, is going to be the main damage dealer on the second rotation. So as long as we don't get supered, and as long as Jason Bird dodge all those attacks, we will be okay, because before they do a super attack, before they do multiple super attacks, Jason Bird, if they do get hit by the Cell Max, they are taking like 150k per normal, which is really annoying. So that was a really good factor that we actually got those dodges in the beginning, and then we actually got a triple super. So even if we actually get hit by a normal, it's not going to be too much damage, but as long as Cell does not super attack, we can definitely survive this. So there goes one dodge, there goes not a second dodge, but we take care of 27k. But Cooler is able to clean up the house, and we finish off the Cell Max event. So there you go. I do apologize. Fortunately, the first half of my video, it's not the original run, but I decided to redo it just to show you the main strategy. But yes, you can definitely get this done here without the Easy Tech LR Ginyu. Gonna be a lot more easier if you actually have him, so I'd probably say for most global players, definitely wait for him. But yeah, your boy got it done. Thank God, because I have no Dragon Swords to get Gamma 1, unfortunately, because I couldn't pull him. And yeah, there we go. We actually get the run done. I mean, you could use here, of course, a full Ginyu squad, but you want to make sure that you have here the Easy Ginyu. If not, you want to go ahead with the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 strategy, but again, it requires you to actually pull them. So that's going to be a video. Hopefully this guy was able to help you out, give you hope. It can be done. It is incredibly difficult, but you can definitely get the run done here. So I'll say thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos, come down below, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!